losing his mind. Shane with the stats, breaking it down in real time. Live on YouTube, black and gold loud. Steelers Dynasty podcast kicking ass. Steelers Dynasty podcast kicking ass. Steelers Dynasty podcast kicking ass.
Good evening, everybody. Monday night Steelers Dynasty podcast going strong, ladies and gentlemen. Strong is the word. I'm your host, Bad Bubba Brewer. The Triple B is in the house tonight. We are going to be talking Steelers, and there's a lot of stuff that I want to get off my chest about some Steelers stuff. But before I do that, I have to bring in the voice of West Virginia College. Did a show approximately maybe 4 minutes ago or 4.5 minutes ago. He is the co-host for Steelers Dynasty podcast, getting ready for everything at the Ben Franklin Tap Room here in a little bit more than 20-some days away. And he helps me out on Thursday nights on the Triple B Experience doing pulp culture and doing top 10 picks. And this week we got to do a big, huge draft. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcoming to the show as always is special field correspondent Shane Stodmiller. Hi, Shane.
Hey, Bubba.
How's it going?
It's going good. I mean, it's getting down to the wire. Not talking about the band that used to play at Raindrop.
Well, I gave you the shirt that Pat Usick from SNS Screen Printing sent to me, and I have it here for everybody. We're going to try to get some sizes. I got some shirts ordered, but I might have to get some more. We'll see. But this is the shirt, ladies and gentlemen, that it will be there at the 3-day event.
Yeah, I have to, Mark. I don't know if I'll be on. I have to drive somewhere for work tomorrow, but I don't know if I'll be back in time for the show. But we have to give Mark shit because he said his size was a large, and he's 6'1".
Yeah,
there's no way he's fitting in a large.
No. And you guys can jump on wherever. You guys are going to be busy that whole day because Wednesday you guys are going to some Steeler bar mitzvah. You and him are going to go. I'm doing the control booth here at the house, and you guys might do some pop in and say hello.
We'll do some field corresponding.
Yeah, some real field corresponding with an Australian. Speaking of Australian, there he is. Ladies and gentlemen, there he is, Mark from Steelers Nation Australia. So it's going to be crazy. They're already talking. I've been seeing on Pittsburgh local news. They've been shutting down roads, getting stuff already shut down. They're going to shut the bridges. They're going to do walkways. It's going to be crazy. I've seen other tailgate parties that are going to be out and available. We're getting very, very close. Like my sackage is up to my throat. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if I should say that, but I don't know. But he wants the red carpet. So everybody's in the room. Chloe says it's hard to believe.
It is, boy.
Look, there's a lot of stuff that we can still wring the Steeler terrible towel, not with tears. It could be tears of joy, but we don't know what's going on. But before I get into that, Shane, I just seen this because my coworker just posted it on her Facebook site.
Okay, let's see it.
In a couple weeks, less than a week, and we did an interview with the gentleman who used to work on his farm. Remember?
Yep. Kolb.
Yep. John Kolb is coming to Indiana April 11th and April 12th at Summit Church. So he'll probably talk about his life, and I'm going to try to get there because yours truly, I'm going to like, Mr. Kolb, it's an honor. And we're doing a draft party in Butler. And I'll tell you what, I will buy you some spare ribs. I'll buy you a dinner, you and your wife. I will buy you a dinner just to show up, just that we appreciate you for being a Steeler. And if you would like to pop in, at the Ben Franklin Tap Room, I'm going to do my damnedest, man. I'm going to throw in the old Rico Hail Mary from Napoleon Dynamite.
You can try.
I'm going to try because I don't know. I'll try. I told Mark when we did it last Tuesday, we talked about doing something. I'm going to try. And this just happened to, by the grace of God, just show up. I just saw it on her feed like 20 minutes before we went live. And I was,
great.
maybe an hour before. I was at the gym, actually. So, gym. But that is something huge that people from Indiana, if you're local, can go see a Steeler who's got 4 Super Bowl rings. He got 4 rings. That church, I saw the $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase there, and it's a nice church on 422 there. It is super nice. Yeah, they had a cafe bar, a little cappuccino bar or something for coffee. It's very, very nice. So I'm going to that. That's right, 4-time. So we're going to see. Oh, George says that was his first jersey. Oh man, that's a vintage jersey. And Don said his first was Lambert. What was your first jersey?
I think I had a Lambert and I had a Mean Joe Green. I can't remember which one was the first.
I don't know. I never had.
I think I had a Lambert first. Lambert was my first.
Ooh, I didn't have a Lambert. I had a Walter Payton jersey. I had a Bettis jersey.
I've only had 4 jerseys in my life, and 2 of them were Steelers.
Yeah, I had a Walter Payton, a McMahon, and I have a whole bunch of Steeler ones. Oh, I have a Terry Bradshaw, like a sweater. Like it's got the elbows. I got it off my grandfather. I don't even wear it. So, but yeah, we're getting everything ready. Everything should be. Pat showed me the shirt and the hats, and I was thinking we are over 802 subscribers now. So I was thinking we got to get 900 subscribers. We will give away one of the screen printed hats. And once we get 900, you have to be on that show, and we will spin.
You froze, Bubba. Hopefully you froze, not me.
Oh, I know. I pay my internet. It's the weather probably.
Now, I'll tell you what. I don't usually get excited about these mock drafts, but CBS did one that made me drool because this kid, I talked about him on my previous show an hour ago.
Okay.
Guys, do you think that the Steelers are going to trade up? I think they are. I think they're going to trade up and get another first round pick.
I just think we can talk about it in chat. I think they're going to trade up and they're going to get that guard from Penn State, because that guard from Penn State has only let up 3 sacks in his whole career. Yeah. And the 3 sacks that he let up was like a year ago. And I just believe that they are going, and I had some information about our offensive coordinator, even though we have a new offensive coordinator. McCarthy had him at Dallas. Mark says he would believe use 12 players to get 8.
Yes, because I think that this article has them picking Jordan Tyson from Arizona State. I watched him play. He's really good, really athletic. Great ball separation. Routes are really crisp.
I don't see him getting. I just don't see him getting a receiver now with that left side being that bad. I love a receiver.
What about Alabama's quarterback Ty Simpson?
Not in the first round. We don't, and that's where we're going to go later on in this podcast. Was about the lovely quarterback. We have to talk about it, even though I don't want to.
I don't want
to. You have to. But the draft is coming. I believe you're probably right, Shane, that he will probably trade up. But they have to trade up because other people want that guard. I just have a funny feeling that the Ravens will want to steal something from us. I don't know. I don't know. I could be wrong. I'm not right about a lot of stuff. But I think there's plenty of receivers in the second and third rounds that can compensate. And honestly,
Yes, there are.
Roman Wilson has to. Roman Wilson has another opportunity because it's like an Etch-a-Sketch. He has a clean slate now under McCarthy, so everything could be null and void over the 2 years, even though he was injured and he was in the Tomlin doghouse. And him and Caleb Johnson, it's a clean slate. So those two players, if the Steelers get 65 to 70% out of those two players, we're ahead of the game. You know what I mean? And the Ravens do suck. Now, Mean said that the Steelers will get an O-lineman receiver.
I agree.
Will come later. It's just that, and this guard, if they do get the dude from Penn State, he's going to come in as a starter. He's starting automatically because that's already an upgrade. Nothing against Spencer Anderson or Dylan Cook. Well, that Dylan Cook is going to be the tackle fighting with Broderick Jones. And Broderick, we don't even know if he's going to be healthy. And they didn't sign anybody. I don't think they have enough money because they have to. Aaron Rodgers speculated, I don't know how true it is, but he wants $30 million.
I saw that.
Okay, so last year when he played for, I think, 10, he got some incentives. He got it close to maybe 18 and 19 million. Okay. Will the Steelers give him $30 million for 1 year?
I don't know. I think they're in a pickle. They have to come close. 25 million, maybe. I think they're sniffing around that number. I think it's pretty close, but 30 million.
Oh, Chloe's like, fuck 30 million. Devil says 25.
Yes, I'm thinking it's going to be.
He's supposed to give an answer before the draft. That was on Pittsburgh Radio Talk this morning, or after this afternoon. So if he doesn't, or he does, that's why they can't. That's why they probably can't get, if they want to try to sign a veteran tackle. You know what I mean? To help out on that line, they probably can't do it because they got to pay $30 million somewhere else. Because there's a lot of players that haven't been signed anywhere. Like there's a good, and actually there's a couple Steelers that were former, Peppers and Duggar. We don't want Jonnu Smith. Jonnu Smith has not been signed. And in that video I watched, and they had Aaron Rodgers, and he said, well, he's probably going in one place. But if they make it 24 in incentives, I don't know. George says 10 million and a lot of shrooms.
Yeah, fuel perks aren't going to cut it.
I think he wants more money. I think that he will expect 30 million. He's not. I don't think he's going to budge. I don't think he'll budge.
No, and he'll get it.
But also too on the back end, because everybody wants Will Howard, is clamoring for Will Howard. Okay, now let's just say hypothetically, the Steelers and Rodgers don't come to an agreement. Like Steelers paid 24 or 23. That's 13 more million than they paid last year with, and maybe with incentives they do something. He doesn't sign. The Steelers, this is what we got. We got Will Howard, who has never had an NFL snap in a game. And we have Mason Rudolph. And can you see the veterans from TJ to Cam to, DK Metcalf to maybe Freiermuth, not so much, can see that everything's going to be riding on a rookie who's never had the experience, never test drove the car out of the dealership, and is going to try to do that. Now, he understands that he was a 6th round pick. He understands that. But, I just think that there's a lot of scenarios that could happen in the next couple of weeks that we could either go with the popcorn chain, or we could be like, oh, shit, we could drink like bottles of bourbon, which I don't even drink bourbon anymore. But, that would be kind of crazy. So what do you think?
I think the Howard is definitely, he was drafted in the 6th round. Hasn't played a snap. You can't It'd be like taking a nuclear reactor or some $1 million company and putting it in the hands of a recent college grad. I wouldn't do that. Now, will the Steelers have to do that? Yes. Is the world going to blow up, or is there going to be a meltdown? In Pittsburgh, there will be, but it's going to be a meltdown because the Steelers will lose a few more games this year if that happens. And the glass half full is they'll get a top 10 pick next year. They'll get to draft in the first round, top 10.
Well, this is what Will Howard told Brandon Howe of Steelers Now. He doesn't let this draft selection define him. At the end of the day, I'm not Will Howard, 6th round draft pick. I'm Will Howard, Pittsburgh Steeler, Howard told Howe. That's how I look at myself, and so I'm not going to view myself anything differently. Obviously, he understands the media is going to take it and say what he wants, but at this point, I'm just a player on a team, and whether I was picked high or whether I was picked low, it doesn't matter. I still have to produce. And there are positives, there are negatives, but at the end of the day, I have a chance. Like he's trying to date the hottest chick in school.
Yeah.
Like, I got a chance. Well, he would date the hottest chick in the school back in high school, because if he was a star quarterback, that's how they usually do that. They usually do that. But this situation with Rodgers needs to it can't go any longer than before the draft. It has to go. And we're not going to have a show and doing the Rodgers watch. Well, if it happens, then, we're going to we'll do something quick. You know what I mean? But $30 million. There we go. A normal Steelers show, everyone. He has some ideas and topics. He has some, and he's very cunning when he does his. And that's tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, people.
Yep.
So now, Christine says, I don't see Rodgers wanting more money. Do you think he wanted to tell them to put it on the O-line so he can stay upright and try to win a Super Bowl? That could be a possibility. But got to get that left side. Do you think people are starting, like Mark's starting to dislike him now again? Or you just think he's just trying, or you think this is a business deal where he has to make his best assumption because this is the last time he's going to be working on an NFL contract, and he's going to try to get everything he can to make it on the way out. Besides all his brands, if he gets any brands, or his incentive, because he's going to do TV, or maybe he won't. I don't know what he's going to do. But $30 million. I mean, realistically, $30 million is but that's for 1 year. That's not like a $30 million 2-year deal. That's 1 year. Would that make him? And I know when Ben he signed that big contract, that was what? If you remember, Shane, I'm not sure. It was something. It was it 65 or no? It was more than that, but that was like a 4 or 5 year deal, right?
Yeah, I think it was. But we're sitting now at day 77 of the. Remember Rush Limbaugh say day 77 of the of being held hostage. Well, that's the way I feel as this Pittsburgh.
Oh yeah,
day 77 of the Aaron Rodgers hostage situation.
Yeah, I guess you got a good point there. Because mini camp's going to be less than 5 or 6 weeks away. He ain't going to that. So even if he does sign for $30 million, he's not coming to minicamp. That'll be Will Howard and Mason Rudolph. Okay, one more question I'm going to ask you. I'm going to get off the Aaron Rodgers subject, but I wanted to talk about it because, and Will Howard. And we didn't even talk about Mason Rudolph. See, that's how it goes. Like, Mason doesn't get any fucking, realistically, it should be Mason starting with Will trying to get to the second. Realistically,
that's probably what it is. But
yeah, so it would be Mason being our starting quarterback, with Will Howard being a backup, and then probably
that's probably what it is.
Yeah, that was a good equation there. Shane, Randy said.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, it's a good equation of your time. So, okay, what was I going to say? Oh, here's what I'm going to ask you. Okay, now you said the Steelers will trade up. Do you think they make a trade with somebody and get some picks and they trade somebody to another team?
Yeah, like trade their number 53 and number 76 and try to move up to like the 32 spot or, just something like that. I think that would be, I can't remember. I think the Seahawks have the 32nd spot. So
what about trading a Steeler?
Oh, well,
yeah.
Queen.
But if they trade Queen, we have 2 inside linebackers. And that means if they trade Queen, that means that the second round pick would probably be an inside linebacker, probably.
Yep. And remember, we're going through our draft. There wasn't very many inside linebackers that were popping up.
No. And doing a mock thing, everything changes because I just watched the video before I came on at the gym. They did a mock draft of the best available athletes in every round. And I'm like, oh my God. So yeah. When you know who was the first pick they got? The Penn State guard. I'm telling you that I hate to say this and I hate to say, oh damn. And that's a shame that if I could fucking I could predict the Steelers fucking drafting somebody because I can't win diddly on anything. I knew somebody that just hit like big on FanDuel. Big.
FanDuel's a sponsor of I do a promo for them 3 times during my show last hour. So
if I hit FanDuel, I do a promo every 5 minutes on my head. I don't know.
The futures is a good thing to bet on. Like you can bet like you think a certain Major League Baseball team is going to win the World Series. You put $20 down, you'll win like $3,000 if they win.
He won. He won it. He won 20 cents on a 20-cent spin.
How much do you win?
6 figures.
Oh my God.
Now, what other teams need a guard? I've seen anywhere where the Ravens and Detroit, and they're both ahead of us.
Yep.
That's what I mean. So we'd have to get to either the 16th round. So, yeah. So, and also, did you know this, Shane? That we could become NFL referees.
Say what?
NFL referees. The talks for the NFL, because they're reporting they're starting to replace hire replacement player replacement referees. They might have to because the meeting the talks are stalling between the league and the referees and unions. Yeah, and they're looking at college level referees to recruit and train early as May 1st, according to ESPN. And I did not know that they fucking made this much fucking money. And
how much do they make? 300,000, right?
You know what? Yeah. The NFL has offered a 6-year deal with an average annual raise of 6.45 per ESPN. The average NFL official earned in 2025 $385,000 fucking dollars. Jesus.
That's a lot.
Yeah, plus their real job. You know what I mean? Every NFL referee has a real job.
I wouldn't have a real job. I would just do that.
Yeah, I wouldn't either. No, I can't see myself refereeing because I'm not running down the field. I would be in the booth, you know what I mean? I'd be like Gene Steratore.
Be the replay guy.
I could do that. But then I couldn't do a Steeler game though.
There's a guy that goes out and holds like a big clock, a big digital clock on a pole, and it tells how much time's left till the next commercial, and then he runs back in. That'd be
I
a
could
good
probably
one to
do that. I could probably do that.
Flavor Flav of NFL.
Flavor Flav. I seen him at a wrestling show. He was about 4 foot tall.
Man,
No, I never done that. Have you ever done? You ever been to the Hall? I've been to the Hall of Fame game, but never did a playoff. I'd like to. I like the guy. I had a good time going to the Hall of Fame when I saw Jerome Bettis get inducted.
that would be good.
I saw Mike Webster get inducted. Yeah, I've been to two Steelers
1990.
inductees.
That was 1990.
It was a long time ago. Me and Gifford sat. I know I told the story on here. We sat in the yellow coat section,
By
like
mistake.
all those. Well, yeah, we wanted the front row, but they kicked us out, and then we were still moving, and they kicked us out again. Then they kicked us out again, and then we were so far back because we were videotaping it, and that's when Bradshaw's like, just one more time. I like to, just get underneath that mic, and he took the handoff or the hiked the ball. Yeah, snap. So yeah, I got my head's going like 100 miles a minute because I'm thinking because we're doing stuff. There isn't enough time in a day to get shit done. And I just found out this is corny. I found out on Canva because I just did the thumbnail at like this afternoon to put it out for the show that I could do Instagram and through Canva, and then I could hit the Instagram and then put it on there. I did not. I watched about 5 minutes. Did you watch any United States football?
No, I didn't watch any. There's a West Virginia previous football player who's a coach, played in the NFL. Anthony Beck coached the team, and I know he won, but that's all I know from that. I don't watch the UFL.
I try to. I just can't get into it. And it's so hard to watch a football team and put a little effort into it when they're not black and gold and they're not from Pittsburgh. Like if it was the Pittsburgh Maulers, I watched them. I supported them. I watched them in the championship when they lost.
Lingerie League was kind of fun.
Oh, the Pittsburgh Passion was good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, that would be great if I could do that. Yeah. I got to go. I want to go back to the Hall of Fame. It's a nice little, there's nothing to go. But if you break down on that road, there's nothing out there. Like there's nothing out there before you get to Canton.
It's Sasquatch lives out there. The grass man.
It's like that fucking Jeeper Creepers fucking movie. Like, you know what I mean? You're out driving and hit a gas station and there's no other thing in a town. And then you get to the big city and it takes you a little bit you don't want to ever break down.
Hey, hop in the back of my truck and there's some lotion back there for you, Bubba.
I ain't jumping on anybody's truck. And I'm too old to do anything. Like I actually had to go. I got to go Monday for my liver. Yeah, I got a fatty liver. I got to do that Monday. My blood pressure's good, and I have to do a sleep apnea test.
I thought you already had sleep apnea. You just got to get set up with a machine. I
have a machine. They want to retest me. Because I have a deviated septum, and then I took my lovely Bronco. I know I'm getting off topic now.
Oh no,
I took the Bronco to go get it inspected Saturday.
Now preface it with you hit a deer.
I hit a deer. I hit a deer 10 minutes before work. I thought it was the bumper and cosmetic stuff, but not in my life. Nothing is easy. Nothing is ever as easy as I think. So I went to Luther Ford to get it inspected. They called me and they're like, you got to come out here. The fucking radiator's fucking bent.
No.
The horn doesn't work. It won't pass inspection due to the horn. And then he's like, oh, you need 4 new tires. I'm like,
how many miles are on it?
I got 40,000 miles, and I understand the tires, but they're like, oh, hey, we have this deal for 3 tires and you can buy the 4th for $1.
No, like, I can get you. I know the hookup for tires. So just let me look for you.
Okay. I will let you do that.
I just bought tires last week for April's car, and I ordered tires while I was getting them put on for Mitchell's car. So this week I've bought 8 tires.
Oh wow. Yeah, it does sound my Bronco. And the thing is, Wednesday I go to the auto body and they give me an estimate. And I'll be honest with you guys, if the frame's I'll get rid of that motherfucker. I'll go get something else.
Yeah.
I don't know because it's leaking coolant. The pinhole.
They total cars now quick.
Well, that fucking deer must have been a super fucking deer. So
my wife hit a deer in a car that I just paid off years ago, and they totaled, and I didn't want them to.
Well, I still owe $27,000 on this fucking Bronco. Which, when I told him, I said, I think when I test drove this Bronco, I had a lot of room, and Tammy's like, yeah, it was roomy. And then when I bought the fucker, I felt like a mail carrier. You know what I mean? Like. And if everybody going to work, everybody's seen that fucking deer. Like the guy from Luther Ford's like, yeah, by Chestnut Ridge, yeah, I seen that deer. Yeah. If it had been a buck, the whole front end would have been fucked. I wouldn't have been able to drive. So yeah, I'll definitely talk to you about tires.
Yeah, I'll show you my hookup after the show.
Okay, cool. Okay, we're now back to Steeler talk. But there's a lot, like I said before, when we opened up, there is a lot of parties. Now, our Steelers draft party is not going to cost you to go. Okay. Nope. It's, you pay for your food and drinks, but you're going to do that no matter what. $200 at the Gateway Clipper for the DVE fucking one with Kevin Goldberg and Pat Fryer. Yeah, you want to spend $200? Yippee-yi-yay. Like, people have been asking me, Bubba, are you going to the draft? And I'm like, no, I have no desire. Ladies and gentlemen, to go down to Pittsburgh at that time. None. $12. It's not. I don't think it's $12 beer at that.
No, it's like $6.
Yeah, but I have no desire. And they're like, why won't you go? Look, you're going to be standing. I'm not standing for hours and hours because it's just so chaotic. You know what I mean? I have no, and I want to meet people too. Like the biggest thing is for us, we're doing it as a meet.
Well,
coming over.
I think what it is, and this is the way I summed it up, I will enjoy it more with people that I like.
Right.
In an environment that I feel comfortable than being standing and crowded and worried about where I'm parked, how much that's going to cost, how I'm going to get back to the car, all that shit.
Yeah. Well, and the thing is though, too, like we're going to get a count because I got to give it to the manager.
Yep. So,
and like I said, we're going to have a couple shirts. We're going to have a couple hats. We're going to have some koozies. We're going to do some giveaways. We're just going to meet people, snap some pictures, just hang out and people that are coming in and flying in, and are coming to the show that are in the chat in both shows. Yep. Well, people will be able to actually shake each other's hand and hug somebody and say, hey, nice meeting you. And, hey, I appreciate you guys for listening. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. Oh, thanks, Chloe. So, I mean, just hanging out. Well, that's a good question.
I'm sure he'll be around next couple weeks. My wife was asking about him.
Really? Why?
Yeah. She's like, I haven't heard from Pete in a while. And I'm like, I haven't either.
Well, maybe that's a good thing because Punxsutawney's
he gets rowdy.
People do get rowdy up there. You know what I mean? No, the parrot guy will not be there. No.
He gets paid to talk, Randy.
He does. He gets paid to talk. And I don't know my birds. I have no idea.
You have bird blindness like Peacemaker.
Yeah, but I'm not in shape like John Cena. But yeah, I mean, because I'm thinking it starts at 7, the draft, 7:00. Uh-oh. Oh, hey, Matt, how you doing? See? Oh, Parkway East will be closed from July. Oh.
Matt really wants that Penn State guard.
Oh, he's a big Penn Stater.
Big Penn State guy.
Yeah. but yeah, there's going to be, I just feel people are coming in different days and everybody's going to hang. I mean, everybody's just going to hang out like Saturday. Okay. So Thursday, 7 o'clock to like maybe 9:30, 10 o'clock. Cause
Yeah, it's like a
they're,
test run. We're just kind
they,
of, yeah.
if we get our first round pick and we see, have some
Yeah.
dinner and have a couple beers, everybody meet, and I'm going to come back home, fly back home. I'm going to set stuff up. Mark won't be wanting to go to sleep. He'll throw his laptop in and we'll do something, like a review kind of thing for a little bit. And then I go to bed and then I got to go to work because I didn't take my vacation day. I messed up. And then, go to work and then go back down. And then they close at 11 o'clock on Friday. Now Mark might be going down one of those days. He's going down one of those days, and he should, because he's coming and flying in from Australia and fucking whatever. So I totally understand it. I still have no desire, not one. You couldn't pay me. Now, if you paid me a fucking $1 million, then I'd probably go.
I'd be down there.
I'd be down. Well, I'm not wearing a thong, but you paid me $1 million. I would go down there, bump it into some fucking stupid ass fucking Raven fan, a jabroni fucking Cincinnati fan, and a fucking douchebag of a fucking Cleveland fan. But you have to pay me $1 million. I'm not doing it any other way. So
those are all their real names too.
Yeah, that's all three of them. But I just can't. I've been to WrestleMania, but that is quadruple a WrestleMania. So, and I just don't want, it's just so, so whatever. So, and then Saturday, 12 to, it's probably done at 5. You know what I mean? And everybody hang out and stuff like that. And, I think there's actually, no, I'm thinking maybe 7. There's a Bruno Sammartino wrestling event that same day. So I might, in the evening, I might go to that. Well, maybe not. I might be in no fucking condition.
You're gonna be worn out.
I'm gonna be fucked up. There's difference between being worn out and fucked up. I'm gonna be fucked up. Yeah, I'm gonna be fucked up. I know I'm gonna be fucked. Start drinking at fucking Saturday at 12 o'clock. Shit, But yeah, that'll be bad. So that's 3 days. And then, that'll be, yeah. And then every day I go, I'm going to try something different on the menu. I'm not going to eat the same thing.
No, I'm not.
So, yeah. Now I did the potato chip stuff, which is good. But I'm not a big rib person though.
Yeah, they're not fatty ribs. They're really good. It was lean, tastes real good. It wasn't bad. It was good.
Right. Well, something different. I like the burger that you had, and I like the little fries. But so that'll be something. I'm going to make an event on the social media, stuff. I'm going to create it. I swear to God, I didn't want to create it. I figure, 3 weeks is plenty enough to promote. And, well, I don't know about a different beer each day. Iron City, Icy Light. That's all I got. I can't do the fancy stuff, and Shane doesn't take part.
I don't drink anymore. Like if it's a wedding or something, I might drink, but I just don't drink.
Well, you're a smart man. You're a smart man. So, okay. Well, it is, because I think tomorrow is the last day of March.
It is the Ides of March. So
the Ides of March. The Ides of March are upon me.
It's been a strange March. We had snow the day after. It was 85 degrees.
It's 73 right now.
And we'll see what's happening. This is a wedding. Steel Loyal saying this is a wedding. Yeah, we'll see how good the draft goes. I might have some.
Well, here's the real part of the whole story, people. You probably got to be the sober one out of all three of us.
I usually am always, but yeah.
Oh, it's just a regular. I like that flame, that spicy one, and then I like the 2 burgers for $5. Wait, Ides of March is the 15th.
Oh, okay. Well,
I don't know. It comes in, March comes in like a lamb or lion, and it comes out a lamb. Or how's that work?
March is kind of like Taco Bell. It comes in fast and goes out just as fast.
Well, and there's going to be a lot of Steeler merchandise too. There's going to be tons and tons. Do you have tornado warnings?
Let me check my phone.
I don't know.
Where are you at, George? I forget.
George, I know it's 73 at my house.
No, possibly rain tomorrow.
I painted my Steeler mailbox. I got the pole gold. I'm gonna have to do another color because the wood soaks up, and then I got to get some Steeler decals. I don't know if that's against the postal service though.
No, possible rain tomorrow, and that's about it.
Yeah, I still got to get you, Mark. I still got to get you that Boswell card. I got plenty of time. Plenty of time for the Boswell card. No, so yeah. So Wednesday will be our 100th show. Wednesday will be 100 Wednesday shows. Mondays are not categorized. Mondays are not numbered. Mondays is like potluck. We've been doing this just to keep everybody and just to keep more podcasting going. And 100 shows. We are at 8:02. We will give away one of the hats, the screen printed hats. When we get to 900, we're going to do a giveaway when we get to 900. Uh-oh. 2%.
Oh, still loyal. Okay. Yeah, that's not too bad.
Well, I'll click my heels and go back to Kansas.
Yeah, I'll take my my milk like I like my tornado watch 2%.
Well, hopefully the tornado is like 75%, and it picks up my fucking Bronco and fucking smushes it around because I've already claimed it on my fucking insurance with $100 deductible.
Yeah, that's a great deductible. Mine's $1,000, so you'll be able to get that thing fixed. Yeah.
Well, if the frame, I got it.
They say it's the frame already.
No. I'm just saying. I might trade that motherfucker red, man. Look. I love black and gold. I love black. I love the color black, but not on a car. Yeah. It's just fucking. I can't keep the fucker clean. Thank you, Randy.
No, black. I have a black truck and I hate it. White all day long.
Yeah.
Anyway,
100 shows.
Yeah.
We should have over 500,000 views.
Now, guys,
there's a question for you.
No, there's nobody in the
there's nobody. That was quick. Why is that?
No.
Is there nobody?
They don't have like they had Wyatt Millum the other years. In a couple years, they're going to have a couple linemen. They're going to be phenomenal that are coming out in the draft.
Do you think anybody from West Virginia is going to be drafted in the top 5 picks?
No, not this year.
Okay,
but no, guys, email Bubba. Let us know if you're coming still. We'll put you on the roster so we have an idea.
Yeah, so I got to give the manager account, so he knows due to staffing and stuff like that. So, and then like I said, we're gonna have some shirts, some hats, and some koozies. Shane's gonna make some. We're gonna make some baskets for giveaways for charity for your
charity. Raise money for the football program here in the area. So,
and I'm going to try to get John Kolb there.
Ooh, yeah. Let us know how that goes. We'll be interested to hear how, even if he says no, we want to hear the story. That'll be fun.
Well, I'm going to get him I'm going to interview him on video. What's it mean to be a Pittsburgh Steeler? That's my typical quick, because when they're Steelers, what did it mean to you being a?
He might have some of that CT, whatever. Like, I wouldn't ask him anything real hard.
No. What's your definition? No, I always say, what is your definition of being a Pittsburgh Steeler?
I know, but those are the young guys. This guy's older. Just say, hey, what's your favorite color, black or gold?
Well, he was at one time one of the strongest guys on the team. I mean, I think he did some. I think he did some
strongest man stuff.
Yeah, he did some strongman competitions. Maybe I'll talk to him about that. How'd you like competing in the strongman competitions?
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, but I will definitely go I will definitely go see him because it's like 10 minutes from my house. I told Mark, and I said something about, and I haven't, like, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm throwing a Hail Mary pass. Oh, George said he won the strongest man twice. Oh, okay. So, okay, yeah. I mean, that offensive line was 235 or 240 pounds. The Steelers' offensive line was not like 320 pounds. These guys are just monsters, and they're so quick.
Yeah, you have guys, there's 6'7" tackles and guys that are 6'3", 312 pounds at inside defensive line. The defensive line look like bowling balls.
No, I didn't get your Trish Stratus. I don't have that much clout, brother. I wish I could. But
hey, I can't believe this show went so fast tonight.
Well, it was a roly-poly. Look, we're just,
you tell the weather.
Well, yeah. And plus we're getting ready, like, to do, I got to do 6 other million things. We're going to be back at 7:00 tomorrow. We want to save our testosterone. We want to save it. We don't want to.
Yeah.
We don't want to do a Ginsgasm and then fucking we got nothing to go back on. Yeah, but it was. Yeah, you're right. It was a different offensive line. So we're getting ready for the draft. Wednesday's April Fool's Day. Yeah. Okay. Right on. And you guys are doing something. Mark's doing his thing Wednesday night, and I'm just going to be here hosting a show because
But that's not for 3 weeks, so you'll see us every Wednesday up until then. So don't worry.
Wednesday will be our 100th anniversary show, and that'll be huge because that's the consistency. That's consistency. Yeah, so that's a lot. That's a lot of, how many months is that?
A lot, like 12.
Yeah, 12 months.
Yeah, times a couple.
Yeah,
Mathing is fun,
man. So before we leave, I want to give a big shout out to JT Toth for all you draft guys. I just seen that he's got a 2026 NFL draft guide on sportsbible.com. To get the draft guide for all this, it's $10. You get the whole guide. You get the whole draft guide, so you can get the draft guide to use when you. Maybe I should get it so we have it, so we know what's going on. Maybe I should get it and buy it. Maybe I should.
Yeah.
What? Someone stole 20. What? Kit Kats, the candy bar?
Oh.
Holy fuck, that's a lot of Kit Kats.
I'm scratching my head.
Wow. Damn, that's good, though. You sold them on the black market. Fucking Kit Kats. And I wanted to say, if anybody didn't catch my interview on the Triple B Experience with Will Adams, film director, his movie is on Plex, the streaming service. Yeah, he was a great guy from Chicago. So hopefully any more movies and stuff, he can tell me and I can help him out and he can come back on the show. He was a really nice guy, but yeah. No, thank you, Mean. Nah, I don't know. We're just a hardworking podcast.
Yeah.
We don't have a script. I get a little bit of Steeler news and we go with it and we talk about stuff for close to an hour as we can get, without going over. That's the thing, because you know, the algorithms, because YouTube now there's some different shit. But we appreciate you guys. We'll be back tomorrow, 7:00. Mark said he'll got some different topics that he's probably thinking of. And Wednesday we'll be back at 9:00, like clockwork, for our 100th show.
Draft stuff. Literally, this is the fluff show. Wednesday we're gonna get sleeves up and we're gonna get dirty into draft.
Oh, we're gonna get some shovels. We're gonna talk about, maybe Wednesday, a sleeper. It's a non-Steelers show. Tomorrow is a non-Steelers show. Oh, he was talking about that. not talking any Steelers, just talking shits and giggles or something. Ooh, that should be interesting.
Ooh. Talk about spiders and
Ooh.
crocodiles and
kangaroos, mate.
Chicken snitties.
Chicken snidgies and akadaka and fucking U.S. burgers and oh man, everything but the word Steelers. So I guess I can't wear a hat tomorrow. I'll wear a different hat, and I'll wear a different shirt because I got this shirt. Look at his shirt.
That's nice.
I bought this at Ben Roethlisberger's last game at the Steelers.
Awesome.
At the Steelers, koalas. Ain't they from Australia?
Yeah.
Okay, I was like, what the fuck? Okay, yeah, I don't know. They got a lot of animals. I don't know.
Yeah,
I had a lot of concussions too. So, but yeah, tomorrow's a non-Steeler 7:00 show with both Steeler Dynasty podcast and Steelers Nation Australia. Mark will be hosting, and he said that's awesome. Koalas are awesome. I bet you if you had a koala, see, Mark, if you had a koala as a pet, chicks dig ya. That's what I heard. Did you hear that, Shane?
Yeah, they dig you. They dig you if you have a koala in your pants.
I didn't say that. I'm talking to real koala.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Yeah, that's okay. Okay. Well, everybody, thank you. Good day. Thank you so much. We'll see you guys. Thank you. Hit like and subscribe. Get ready for the draft party. Boom, right there it is. Get ready. Let us know. Get my email. Send me a message. Okay, Shane, thank you so much. As always, guys, thank you. Have a great night, and we will see you tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Good night, all. Good night.